Morning, John Stove. So it's time for a little bit of maths, right? So when we're looking at building a garden, if we just have a look at what we're building over here quickly, obviously we're using a lot of different types of aggregates, lots of different shapes, area, and we need to figure out like how much material do we need. So the sum that I always use, and there's certainly different ways of doing this, but this is the sum that I always use, and it hasn't really done me wrong from there. So we get our area, our total metre squared. We then need to times that by the depth of what we're working our aggregate to. So obviously that's going to vary. Your type 1 is going to be deeper. You're then moving up to things like your sharp sand for your mortar base. You've got to make sure that you're getting your decimal point right and that you're converting your metre into millimetres for this sum to work, all right? Once you've done your area by your depth, that's going to give you a metre cube. You then times that, multiply that by 2.2, which will convert it into tonnes. So just as an example, just to show you through it, if I'm working out an area of 15 metres squared and I want to get 6 inches of type 1 in there, because I'm in metre squared here, I've got to stay in the metric system. So I'll go 15 metres squared times 0.150. Okay, really important we get that decimal point in, otherwise your number's going to be massive and you'll be scratching your head what when you're looking at. So 15 metres squared times 0.150 gives me 2.25 metre cubed. Okay, that's metre cubed at this point. If you're looking at ordering concrete off a lorry or lean mix off a lorry, that's the sum you want. That's what you'll order. You'll order 2.2 metre cubed. I want to convert that into tonnes. So then I go my 2.25 metre cubed. If I times that by 2.2, that's going to convert that into tonnage for me. So there's roughly 2.2 tonnes per metre cubed, right? That converts it into tonnage. So my sum comes out at 4.95 tonne. We'll call that 5 tonne. So that sum doesn't get me exact all the time, but it's pretty close. It's certainly close enough that I can get my quotes going from there. When I'm on site, I can get my order in, and then might be adjusting half a ton or so here or there. There are different ways to do this. There are different spread rates. Okay, so spread rates is how far that certain material will go over certain area at certain depth. It does vary, but just as a general guide to get yourself going, you can use this sum. If you're a customer and you're thinking about what your budget for your project might be, you can use this sum to start getting an idea of the quantity of materials that you require. You can then phone around, start looking at what those prices are, and pretty quickly you're going to start coming up with a number that's going to start lending itself towards what your budget for your project might be. Obviously then you need to add in your paving slabs and you need to be working in your labour, and your labour is normally around about 25 to 30% of your total quote. So hopefully, if you're new in the trade, this will help you in terms of getting your jobs done. If you're a customer, this will help you in terms of trying to figure out what your budget is. Cheers.